A charger head covered in thorns, dripping liquid silver. A truck, a waterfall coming out of the bed. A huge rock atop the cab. The background is all sorts of greens, reds, and yellows. A formation of stoplights and rocks. Leaks of liquid silver everywhere. Some lights on, others fading, most off. A pool of liquid silver in the driver's seat. A tree trunk going straight through the seat into a steering wheel. A window, but it's leaves. A tree with charger cords hanging from it. Splatters of liquid silver on the ground. A tree right next to it with tons of charger outputs, all different colors.
I was with a group of dancers and musicians. I only knew one person, and I didn't know that person in real life. You know how people appear, but they're not really who they are. We got on this boat, and we were strapped on the outside of the boat. So if you imagine a boat, and you're strapped on the outside, so as the boat is going, your feet and your legs are sometimes in the water and sometimes not. It was warm and it was beautiful, so it wasn't cold and uncomfortable. It was really interesting and novel. And I was looking for, we were gathering up our things and getting ready to go to the place, and I realized that I didn't have the right clothes on because the women were, like glamming it up, putting the wigs on, everything. And I'm like, I don't have anything. And what I remember feeling was, it's like, we're just going to do this. We're going to gig, and you're going to be all right. Yeah, just come on. And so we're walking from the boat, and it's almost like I've never been to the festival in New Orleans. But that's what came in my mind, is that we're walking down like a boulevard-y kind of place, and there's like stuff going on, and there was like a person who was going to be a cook. I could tell that they were a chef. They were walking with an alligator. It was like a dream that was full of curiosity and expectation, and it was so open that I felt comfortable. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was totally unprepared, just like, I'm just going to fall in, and everybody says it's okay, so I guess it's going to be okay.
There is sea filling my insides. I am simultaneously drowning and breathing. Beside me is the woman. You, the blue lady, lit up in your blue fury. I glide to you in my curious bliss, a candle suddenly in my grasp, filling the realm in a deceptive warm glow. Your plump lips move, sound dissipating in the water before it reaches my ears. You cackle, the noise echoing in the underworld auditorium. And then you're strangling me, the coldness of your hands around my neck. I am inexplicably unalarmed. At some point you let go, and I open my eyes to the sight of you, the wicked woman, holding a basket of muffins. My cluelessness welcomes you, taking the seemingly peaceful offering. I take a bite of a muffin, swallowing. It hits the bottom of my stomach before I look up. You lift a torch up to me, the blue lady engulfing me in her blue flame.
There was this building, and there were courtyards in the building. It was like this big building that took up a whole block. And I walked into the courtyard, and I found Ellen with a group of women. And it was sort of like it was houseful women, but they were older women. And they were all wearing turquoise tops and white pants. And they weren't saying anything. And then they formed themselves into these different sculptures. So they, like a whole group went down onto all fours. And I realized I was supposed to climb over it. So I started to climb over it, and then I started falling through the cracks and sort of just kind of blending with the blue and the green. And so that was one piece. And then I think the same building was in this other part of the dream. And I was trying to find my way through it. And I kept coming across these parts where I would have to jump over a big chasm to get to the next place. And so I don't think I can do that, so I went back. And I don't know what I was looking for, but I was looking for something.
I'll just share what has been affecting my sleep for the past couple of weeks heavily, just because it's very heavy on my heart and mind lately. Is my husband's nephew was killed.
He got caught up with the wrong people and was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. And paid for it with his life. It's just so unfortunate because it's just a sobering reminder that young black men in this country have no room for error. There's no leeway to steer a course, even a little bit. Because I don't think that it should have ended this way. So, I've been thinking about that. Just
It's just sad. It's so sad, Jippo, she didn't know he was already committing a crime, but he had a lot of people who are fucked up over him being killed. He had a lot of people who cared and loved him and are devastated. And it's just a matter of, he just got off course. Wasn't a bad person, just got off course. And I cannot stop thinking about that because I have my own nephews and just, people I know who have sons, and it's very scary. So that has been, I've been going to sleep thinking about it, I wake up thinking about it, and that's, it's been very heavy on me.
There are oaks growing from my neck. In my lucidity they are watered, sprouting from the rain of my righteousness. Forests are building in the wake of me. Wild roots tangle in my wild hair. The goddess in me shoots from the soil of my resistance. I am witnessing the collision of the earth and my resilience. Wilderness growing out of my midnight breath. The shallow hum of the morning birds beneath my skin. I am holding change in the curves of my back. Gather at the core of our cosmos and praise the oaks, the miracle of our breath, the weightlessness of the stars. We transcend our freedom.
I had a dream last night. I can't remember the whole thing, but let's see. I feel like, I was in Cuba, and it was a group of people, and you were there, Karen, and so was Elizabeth, and you were there, and Sky was there, and the kids were there, and we were on this bus, and it was like raining, so it's windy and rainy like it's been here, but we were like, it was like we were on a day trip going somewhere. But it was like there were all these little things that I can't really remember, but just the thing of like, is everybody on the bus? The kind of little things of like, get your backpack, and all that stuff. And then I ended up being with Raul Castro, and he was like, we met him, but also Fidel was there in spirit. Like I saw him, but I knew he wasn't really there. He was there in spirit. And Raul was like really sweet and just like saying, we're really committed to keeping Cuba active. He said that. I mean, and you can even say, well, Cuba's not totally African because the ways it works, black people are still oppressed, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, no, we're even and it was like I got this sense in that little bit of that group, was like he was saying, like that's what he said, but what he didn't say, which is what I felt in the dream, not in interpretation, but in the dream was like, he was does something.
But how do I do that? My hand never makes to be pick up something happy though. Only pouring stuff on the ground and messing up my bathroom. That's the only thing that makes me happy.
That old black gal is a spiking song that I got down there in Miami, and was sung by Max Ford, the singing line on this construction crew. Used to spiking down the rails. That old black gal keep on grumbling. New pair of shoes, Lord, a new pair of shoes. I'm going to buy her shoes and stockings, slippers too, Lord, slippers too. I'm going to give her all my money. Kisses too, Lord, kisses too.